in the game just to get my fatty. And these lazy ain't got competition. It's me versus me, love Key Talk.
Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, man, shout out to the OG gang Key Talk members. And, of course, shout out to the newcomers as well. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hey, listen, we got to do better with the likes. I can't be having 6,000, 10,000 views with 200 likes. You know what I'm talking about? It literally takes 1 second to hit the like button. Hit that for me. That's all I ever ask, and I'm going to bring the content to y'all anyway. So, it looks like the judge of Young Thug's case, Judge Gladville, the male judge that he had, has been recused from the case. I told y'all about that, right? And he got a new judge that was actually put on the case. But that judge herself has actually excused herself from Young Thug's case as well. And y'all might be asking why. Well, it turns out that judge, one of her deputies, was getting her back blew out by one of the co-defendants of Young Thug's, right? So one of Young Thug's co-defendants was blowing out the back of one of the deputies that worked for the judge, the new judge that Young Thug actually had. Right now, here's the thing. As far as the new judge, that's called a conflict of interest. So she can't be on the case, right? Because she could try to sway the trial Young Thug's way because of her deputy was in a relationship with that person, right? And also, it wasn't that they were just in a relationship. That deputy, I believe, actually ended up getting arrested because she put the case at stake in like a bad position because she was fooling around with old boy, right? With one of the co-defendants, right? So, I mean, it's just like in ATL, I guess everybody piping down, everybody out there, you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to read y'all the report from whenever that officer pretty much had got arrested for messing around with one of the co-defendants in Young Thug's case. And also, he does have a new judge that's actually on the case. It's a white judge. And a lot of people are saying, oh, dang, I had some faith, but Young Thug might be cooked now, right? So, I'm going to read what it says. Actually, before I can get to it, I got to go to my stories on IG. If you don't follow me on IG, make sure you follow me on IG at Key Talk Media. They got my account kind of blacklisted right now, but I got like 2-3 other accounts that'll pop up first, but my main account is Key Talk Media. And also, these words are real small, so I'm going to try to make out what they say. It says, order of recusal. On or about June 1st, 2023, Christian Eppinger, one of the 18 defendants, so that's obviously one of Young Thug's people, was severed from the ongoing YSL RICO trial on the criminal action that was recently transferred to this court by random assignment. Although there is no severance order in the record, the court was appraised of the circumstances that directly led to Eppinger's severance. More specifically, the deputy assigned to and responsible for the courtroom and personal security of the undesigned for nearly 6 months was arrested. Said deputy, who was still assigned to the court at the time of her arrest, is accused of colluding with defendant Eppinger, which means she would get her back blew out, colluding with defendant Eppinger during the current trial to commit a felony and endangering the safety of citizens within the Fulton County Courthouse. Because this court former assigned deputy could be called as a witness in any future proceedings in this case, the court may be called upon to assess the deputy's credibility or rule on matters related to her criminal prosecution. This may undermine the public confidence in the impartiality of the proceeding, while the court does not regard the aforementioned situation as creating a actual bias for or against any party of this case. The court does view this as a matter that could cause a reasonable person to question the court's impartially and reasonable give rise to a. So pretty much, well, I'm going to tell y'all what that says in just regular human being terms, right? If she getting piped down, she could try to sway the case and then sway the case and obviously sway the case in a way of the person that was piping her down. I mean, that's pretty much what it turns out to, right? And with that being said, the new judge Young Thug actually got, like I said, is a white judge. The previous 2 judges he had have been black judges. And anytime a white judge gets on a case that previously had black judges and black defendants, of course, the public is always going to try to I always freak out a little bit as to say like, dang, okay, this getting a little wild now. Now, the new judge name, you should be able to see her on that side of the screen or on that side of the screen. Her name is Judge Paige Reese Whitaker, and it says she's a new judge assigned to the Young Thug YSL case. So we going to have to see how this goes, right? It's just so wild that the other judge that they put had to literally recuse herself, counsel herself from being a judge based off some previous stuff that doesn't happen, right? Who knows? Maybe she could have been the one that was going to help out Young Thug. But we just going to have to see how this trial goes, right? This is definitely, most definitely a plot twist inside of the story. But just remember, although this judge that he got now is white, Young Thug's lawyer, Brian Steele, who's an excellent, like one of the, actually probably the top lawyer inside of Atlanta, there's a potentially that she knows him. So we'll just have to see how this all goes, right? Just keep your faith if you want Young Thug free. You know what I'm talking about? Keep saying free Slime, free Thug. And then, of course, if you just watching just to watch, make sure you tune in on my channel. Make sure I keep y'all updated on everything that's going down. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.